you watch this video, I'll show you how, after years of good service, your life and leadership could be headed off track. Hello, I'm Dr. Dan Reinhardt. I'm the founder of Crest Leadership. And over the past 15 years, we have helped over 200 midlifers make the midlife course correction that allows their second half to be their best half. But first, let me tell you what happened to me at midlife. After years of good service, I began to have some strange thoughts and feelings. I began to feel a little unsettled. Well, my friend said to me, Dan, you're at the top of your game. The church has grown to 1,200. You have great staff. And what could be the issue here? Well, I noticed, though, that after years of good service, I began to feel a deep tiredness. And it was the kind of a tiredness that doesn't go away with a good night's rest or even a 2-week vacation. And I wasn't having escapist feelings. It was just thoughts like, I wonder what's next. Or, do I want to do this the rest of my life? Or, what else is there that I might want to be doing? And these questions began to unsettle me. A year later, God granted my request, and I was able to take a year's sabbatical. And I spent an entire year studying leadership across North America and even overseas. And I found that there is a general pattern in how God works with us over our lifetime. Most leaders will start well, but then somewhere around the midlife years, in the 40s and 50s, there is a typical plateauing that occurs in most leaders' lives. And that was a revelation for me to find out that these midlife stirrings that I had were normal. Because when I looked at the research, here I was, age 42, and I realized I was bang on schedule for exactly this. And that might be something that's happening to you too. Been serving the Lord well for 15, even 20 years. And now you're having some of these feelings. Well, let me welcome you to midlife. At midlife, there are deep questions that emerge. These are not quick questions, but they require deep reflection. And the research is that only 1 in 4 will actually know how to navigate these. During this time of reflection, you need to have space to really think again. You need wise input, and you need courageous action. And these things don't happen with a quick seminar or book that's given to you. This is the midlife journey that a person is entering. 3 out of 4 people benefit from a helpful, guided reflection over this time of their life. That year of doctoral studies was an amazing time for me. It gave me space to think again and to think deeply. And I remember at the closing banquet when each of us had to stand up and tell the donors why we appreciated this year, donors that had made an $80,000 doctoral program possible. I remember standing up, and out of my mouth came this. I don't know the exact wording, but it was something like, I'm going to get up and help midlife leaders make the shift so their second half is their best half. This was a deep desire that was birthed in my heart, that the joy that I had experienced in this year, I wanted many more people to experience it. But clearly, it had to be different than a whole year out in a doctoral program. I had to figure out how to cherry pick the very best that I had learned this year and make this available to a broader scope of people. And so that was the impetus for the birth of the Crest Leadership Program, which we founded in 2002. So since the founding of Crest, we've had 15 years to think about this with other people, to work together with these 200 students, and we've debriefed life at midlife. We have taken the best of what we know about leadership and how adults learn, and we've honed it into this process that we take people through to help make the big shift that's necessary at midlife. So maybe you have had some of these unsettling thoughts and feelings as well. And I've come to recognize that the uneasiness of the midlife is actually a gift from God. He's helping you and encouraging you to think again, but this time deeper, because he's looking to help shape your life to be prepared for a better second half even. And that's the encouraging point. Most of us will do our best serve after the age 40, but only if we make the shift necessary to do that. In my next video, I'll show you that you can beat the odds. Even though most people flatline in their second half, you don't have to.